All right, that shit was.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Are you ready?
talking junk in the break room. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Talking Junk.
We are live!
In the break room.
Welcome to Talking Junk. Oops, it's Saturday. Welcome to the break room. I'm here, as always, with the crew, China, Chance, and Talon.
Hey, you.
What's up?
Yeah,
We didn't show up in order. What's up?
Yeah.
How's it going, everybody? How you doing this evening?
We good. How you guys doing?
Okay.
How you fellas doing tonight?
I'll tell you what, usually I'm in the mood for a hamburger, but after the research we've done, I'm not so sure.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Even afterwards, I almost got a burger today because that man had a stand. But you know what? I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But you know,
He did have a stand. He did have a stand. I agree on that.
Boy, did he. Our topic tonight, just in case you guys are wondering, serial killer Joe Methany.
Joe Methany. Is this the man that's known as the default name?
That's such a nice name. That's such a nice name for a killer, huh? Joe Methany.
That's a good question, but I don't think so.
That's a really nice name. Well, his last name.
Maybe if you're a serial
killer. No, not a serial killer, but like as a normal last name, that's a pretty dope last name.
Well, let me let you know that this episode is viewer discretion advised.
Oh,
it is very serious, and we need to start saying that on some of our shows. Apparently,
we should probably say that on all our shows.
We should. We should start saying that on our shows.
It doesn't mean like it may not be able to be viewed by kids, but we'd be saying fuck, you know.
Yeah, I say the F word a lot.
I mean, these little motherfucking kids nowadays be saying all that shit on fucking.
I don't fucking like that shit, honestly.
Right. Why we always gotta deal with some fucking bullshit all the fucking time?
All the time, siempre die.
But yo, this episode is sponsored. We are sponsored today.
Oh, what are they?
By SugarWorks Distillery.
Hey.
And this, if you guys are part of our Instagram page, you would have seen on the Instagram page that we made 2 break room drinks just for tonight. I drank, so there's no more of.
Jason, what did you
make? We made an apple pie cocktail.
Ooh, what?
That sounds good.
With real apple pie?
It tastes like
apple pie. It tastes just like apple pie.
Okay. Because you could take an apple pie and throw it in the blender and just, add liquor.
I don't think that would taste good.
All right, so add ice cream too.
Maybe a scoop at the end. But we put whipped cream.
Okay.
We also made banana coquito.
Oh shit! I never heard of that. What?
And it's all because of the Turnbull Bay spiced rum. Now, because of this baby right here, not only does it pack the 80 proof kick that it should.
Ooh, 80 proof, baby.
80 proof. It gives you all those nutmeggy, cinnamon type of spices already in the liquor, so you don't have to add it into the drink.
Nice. Okay.
No matter of fact, we're gonna take our SugarWorks glasses here, and we're gonna pour some of this banana coquito in them.
If it comes out.
It's been chilling in the fridge for a little while.
Right, me too, sunshine.
There we go.
Right.
Mm.
Oh, we paused for a second there.
Maybe.
I'm just a head in a void. You don't know where I am from.
Cheers.
Woo!
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Yes, you see right there, the apple pie cocktail.
Oh, baby.
Now that's not what we're drinking because I drank it all.
Okay.
That looks really good, bro.
We're drinking the
Ooh.
banana coquito
Mhm.
minus the graham cracker, crumbs, the
Ooh.
banana slices, and the caramel with the whipped cream. I don't got time for all that. I'm just gonna drink it straight
Okay.
up.
There's a lot of things.
Hey, if you send me a bottle, I'll make it.
Right?
Well, we can. Everybody out there in Junker World can go onto the website and get it for the Lolo.
For the Lolo?
For the Lolo.
That's what you call
Lolo.
the plug. We told you that before. We're the plug for everything.
With the plug.
Sunshine. It is amazing.
It is good.
It's amazing.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Wait
Banana
till,
coquito sounds good. It does sound good.
wait till next week when we roll out the coconut strawberry coquito.
Oh,
What the huh? Bro.
So I'm telling you guys, go to the website, grab some Turnbull Bay spiced rum from none other than Sugar Works Distillery.
Sugar Works
Here in Smyrna, Florida. Smyrna Beach, Florida. Excuse me.
Smyrna.
New Smyrna.
Right down there in Smyrna.
New Smyrna.
Son.
Out here in New Smyrna.
Smyrna.
And if you're in the area, feel free to go down to New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and have a live tasting yourself. Have a tour of the distillery. It's an amazing place, run by Tom.
Are they doing tours with COVID and everything?
They're doing tours, but you have to have your mask.
Okay.
You know, stay 6 feet apart. The whole 9 yards.
I know. I got it down pat. I always wear my mask anyway, you know.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, man. I lost an uncle to that shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man. Yo, like, hey, shit happened. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those ignorant people. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, it sucks that he's missing. We lost him, but in a way, like, why be so fucking ignorant? And then how I see people out there just like, I've seen people that they've lost family members and they're still ignorant to put on a fucking mask, and that shit, like, it blows my fucking mind. Like, it's so crazy. Just at least have the consideration and do that for someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes people are ignorant.
Yeah, bro. It blows my mind. Like, ignorance is an all-time high lately for some reason.
Well, it's not just lately. All right.
Yeah, I was about to say it's
Not lately,
been
no, but like now it looked like ignorance just like went and took a nuclear bomb and just dropped all over the world for some reason. Like,
well,
let me tell you something.
I think Jason's gonna go to the place that I was gonna go to. You talking about our guest of honor tonight?
Well, he's not our guest because he's dead.
Well, you know, guest and
even if he was alive,
roasting
question for the coquito. It's not. Look, it's $26.99. I don't know how much shipping is, but you get that liquor right there, Sunshine, and you make the coquito yourself. Now, I'll see if maybe we put the secret recipe up on the Instagram page, but I don't know.
You got to generalize it a little bit, you know.
All I know is that if you guys do make it, you got to post it up on Instagram. Tag Sugarworks Distillery and tag the BreakRoom, because this right here is the BreakRoom's banana coquito.
Hey,
that's right.
Hey,
yeah, my bitch.
One more. Hey, there we go.
¿Qué pasó? Órale.
Nice and thick, no homo.
Hey, nice and thick, no homo. Funny. Oh man, that was funny.
I don't know.
I'm
Should
telling you, bro, you
I?
gotta just like generalize it. Don't show like exactly what you're using. Just kind of like add some shit. Be like, add this.
Now,
Add this. Don't say
that,
the
you know,
brand.
there's
black,
very
black.
precise measurements in this, all right? So I won't tell you the measurements, but I'll tell you how to make it, all right?
There you go.
You get coconut milk,
Ooh.
you get coconut cream, and instead of getting the what was it that what else we had to put? Coconut some shit. We substituted that for
Coconut
banana juice or banana nectar.
Banana nectar. Okay.
And then, of course, the Turnbull Bay spice
Of
flavored
course.
You don't have to
And-
add a lot of things that you would normally add because of the liquor.
but you still have to add the condensed milk and the evaporated milk.
Okay.
So how much liquor would you suggest for somebody who hasn't had a mixed drink before? Exactly.
Well, first of all, Angel, it's not banana neck.
What?
I don't know what the fuck banana neck is.
Banana necks.
I don't think
We'll
bananas
look that
have
online.
necks. They're long, no more, but they don't have necks. It's banana nectar. Nectar.
Is that still with a K?
Oh, God.
No, it's not with a K.
If you want to spell it like that, you can spell it like that.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever floats your boat. Got it.
Now, before we move on, you can just
I'm almost done. I need
One,
more.
one more for the homies, right? I think that's how you do it.
they ain't put in on this, man. This right here is the truth.
In about a half hour more, it's about to get good.
It's gonna
Well,
See?
for Joe
by then he's probably gonna want a burger or something.
for Joe Methany's story, it kind of was good from the get.
No, it's gonna get over. It's not gonna be coming down until like, whew, wow.
Well, Mr. Joe Methany was born December 15th. Oh, no, he wasn't.
Oh, lying off the rip. Okay.
Lying off the rip. That was his arrest date.
We're watching.
He was born March 2nd, 1955.
Okay.
Now, his attorney said that he had been neglected as a child.
He was there?
I guess. That his mother had 6 children, and his father was an alcoholic and died in a car crash when he was 6.
Karma. Continue.
So his mother was hardly ever there. You know the whole spiel. My mother
Last
had
2 kids.
jobs. There was like
Mom,
we had to fend for ourselves.
Mhm.
You know,
Working the street or working the books.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And that
not-
means like not like a street job, like a paper person. You know, I'm not saying being a whore. I would have just said that, obviously.
no. She
That's
did a lot of shit. She worked in a diner and all that other bullshit. All the
She tried.
all the jobs you would think a woman would get in the 1950s. So
What the hell? Seen a sauna there?
waitress, barmaid, truck driver, she did it all.
Wow.
Wow, truck driver. Yeah, she definitely was not around. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They never went hungry, they said, or been
That's
put
good.
into homes or other families, as Methany had claimed. Because Methany at one point said that they were in and out of foster homes, which apparently wasn't true. I read of a couple occurrences that his mother, when he was convicted, was actually still around talking about shit. But I digress.
He lied about a bunch of things.
Yeah, he lied about a lot of shit. Some might even say he lied about some murders, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, nobody told you it was the origin of Manwich. Sloppy Joe, anybody?
Whoa, Talib.
Whoa.
That's a crazy comparison.
That is.
I need to know when China, please pull up when Manwich was invented.
Are we not talking about the creator tonight?
Because is that his famous Jew sauce?
Joe Methany,
Hey,
Sloppy Joe.
Mm,
whoa!
mm.
Manwich because he.
Bring out the tinfoil hat.
What's
I'm
in
bringing out the
Manwich? That shit is
tinfoil
cheap,
hat.
bro.
No
You ever heard of
way.
Soylent Green?
I'm bringing out the tinfoil hat.
Conspiracy time.
I'm
No.
bringing out the tinfoil hat.
69.
Whoa!
69. So no, it was made well before he started his killings.
Nah, but it could have been the inspiration. Manwich, it was there. Seeds.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Probably
god!
been a lot growing up.
Sloppy
Man,
Joe.
which
Oh my god!
man,
Get on some QAnon
no
shit
man
now.
in this witch.
Oh, I'm not eating that no more. Thanks.
Wait,
Colin.
what does that say? Because I can't even see it. Let me put full screen real quick.
I'm
Ooh,
putting my conspiracy hat on.
China with the fucking
Zoom.
zoom.
A portmanteau.
I got my conspiracy hat on, yo. Let's go.
Portmanteau. What the fuck is that?
Portmanteau.
Nobody eats portmanteaus in here, okay?
Well, how do you know? Maybe we like the portmanteau.
Looks like a sloppy mess of hell.
It looks like cat food.
Right,
I can.
that's what I
I'll
thought
make.
of.
I'll make some empanadas. I'll make some pastelillos with that. What you talking about?
Not with
Okay,
that specific one. That shit don't look.
not with that right there. Let me tell you, it'll taste like
That's too
well.
sloppy, bro. I
You
ain't
do
gonna.
it. You do it.
That shit could probably pass for the fucking meat meat
It
patties.
says
Joe
that
Metheny
at school.
made.
If you put them in the
Oh,
pan, you
yeah.
gotta let it dry out a little bit. That's it.
That's last week's meatloaf. I'm putting a boil.
That's disgusting.
That's last week's
That's what
menu.
KW was eating when his jaw was wired shut.
No, that shit. Where the fuck did everything go?
Huh? I don't know. You're here now.
I don't know why.
Obviously, because part of you thinks you belong there.
Well,
So,
I know. This is how it should be.
huh? I mean, you know, we could take turns.
Well, what I was. Oh wait, let me put you next to your wife.
What?
You already know where my England people at. They not on with us tonight.
That was literally one time, man. I don't think
Oh, my
they
cousins
will
from
ever
across
come
the
back.
pond.
But we've
Twitch,
been
where you
keeping
at?
it going.
Poke him.
Give me a comment, Twitch. Is
Colin,
YouTube in the
put
house?
hat there. What happened?
He got the get out stare in his eyes. Where were we? Well,
We were just
apparently,
talking about his life. His
apparently
mama.
Joe Metheny joined the United States Army when he turned 18 in 1973. His mother said that he had served in Germany, although he claimed that he had served a tour in Vietnam and had become addicted to heroin while in the artillery unit. Now,
That's what I heard.
I read and listened to a couple of things, and that's not what some of the accounts said. From what I know, I'm not reading from that one just yet. I'm reading from the wiki. But from what I read a couple of times, his mom said that was bullshit. She never remembered him in the army at all. So I don't know what wiki's talking about. But she was like,
That son of a bitch was lying.
yeah,
So
he
the
was never,
motherfucker has stolen valor.
yeah, more than likely, if you can call it that.
Wow.
This he's fucking huge, bro. He's like, what, 6'10", 6'11", 450 pounds?
Damn.
He looks like what Kingpin looks like in the Spider-Man cartoon.
Just a lot more sloppier and maybe like...
Yeah, like disgusting.
He'll definitely fuck his cousin. That's what he looks like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Kingpin's cousin?
No, I mean Joe Metheny. Joe Metheny looks like he'll fuck his cousin.
That underboob
He
Tim
looks
is kinda
like if
sexy.
you ordered
His fucking stomach
That's
has
what
a
he
butt
is.
crack.
What is it? Is hair or skin? Is it what?
That's his penis.
That's
That's
gross.
his
It looks like he
penis.
has like a
Underboob
surgery
tan
or
is
something.
hot.
Yeah.
Joe
It looks
Metheny,
like
we
a
have
scar.
the meat.
Oh no, you know what? I think that's actually his dead body
Hmm.
after he'd been slashed up.
He's
That's,
like,
So,
yo, what's
that's
up,
that
yo?
prison pose, bro.
Yo, he look like he could make a mean ass crab boil, though.
because somebody put those glasses
Really eat.
on. Those aren't real.
I don't know why you would even want to eat anything this man would make.
Right.
Ugh.
No, like if you would see it, like if you would see him like as an average, like average somebody, like he'll make like a good like crab boil.
Everything that man makes is a sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
Bowl of cereal, sloppy Joe.
So you see it. It says here, he said that he was in Vietnam, but the American involvement in Vietnam had ended by the time he was even in the army. So he's a fucking liar.
Also, he's fucking huge.
Yeah, like he's gonna die. They're gonna hit him.
Right? Where are
He's a
you gonna
fucking
hide?
target.
Like a tank would take cover behind him.
Isn't he dead though already?
Yeah, he died in jail. We'll
Yeah,
get there.
he died in jail. Yeah.
Don't jump the gun.
Okay.
Where was I, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Oh, it said over here on the wiki it says Metheny seldom contacted his mother after he joined the army. She said he just kept drifting further and further away. I think the worst thing that ever happened to him was drugs. It's sad to say, sad story. And it's true. I heard this everywhere that she said that he kept drifting further and further away, but not because of the army. It's because heroin's a hell of a drug. That's why. The motherfucker kept drifting away because of the heroin.
Yeah, don't do heroin.
Don't do heroin, man.
Heroin.
Leave that dog
I
food
didn't think he
alone.
was in the army. It was
That happens
I
to a
heroin.
lot of people in
don't
the
give a
army,
shit
you know.
smoking weed. They were doing everything in Vietnam.
Well, at the time, at that
LSD.
time,
They don't do
a
heroin.
lot of people from the army when they went to Vietnam, I heard the booby traps and shit that they would put on the trees and shit. They would like rub poppy seed and shit on it. So I heard that's what happened with a lot of the soldiers when they came back. They got hooked on the heroin. That's what I heard. I heard a lot of stories like that. Like a lot of the soldiers got caught up like in traps and touching shit, had like rubbed on poppy seed oil and shit, and they ended up coming back and they got addicted to heroin.
Well,
That's crazy.
sometime after he was in the army rehab, he met quote from him, his mouth himself. A crack whore. He married a crack whore.
Whoa.
Crack whores.
Whoa.
And the crack whore had his
Crack
baby.
woman.
All right,
Crack
I'm sorry.
woman.
She was a crack woman. Whatever. Cheers to the crack woman.
Oh man.
I need a refill.
So first of all,
Crack lady, whatever.
it would take a lady of the crack to marry this motherfucker.
There you go. That works.
Crack and heroin. It's the
Yeah,
heroin
crack
too.
and heroin.
It wasn't
She was
crack.
probably on meth too.
I believe it. I believe she was on the meth.
On the crack.
Yes.
Lady of the Dragon.
Oh.
She was definitely a lady of the night. Well, no, he despised ladies of the night. But that was, his wife was lady of the night. She loved sleeping around a little bit.
A little
doing
bit.
crack cocaine and the heroin. She liked to ride the silver monkey.
What does that mean? Wait.
I don't fucking know. The 80 proof is getting to me.
That was confusing.
I confused myself. I don't know what drug I'm talking about.
Silver monkey, man. That sounds like a movie you don't want to
The monkey on
I'm
her
about
back.
to Google it. I want to know what that is.
Sounds like it might be a toy at the Sugar Shack, or I'm sorry, Sugar the Sex.
All right. See, Sunshine, you're gonna throw up in a second when you really figure out what his hamburgers were. They didn't make crackhead burgers; they made prostitute burgers.
Right, so they might have been like they. So yes, there was crack in those burgers. Let's say that. There's definitely lady drugs.
Shay, I can see
Probably
that.
what made it really, really good. It wasn't that it was.
But you know what? We're getting ahead of ourselves again.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. So I don't know what happened. Somewhere along the line, Joe. Well, he had a steady job, but he always used to spend his money on fucking drugs,
Oh,
which is what happens when your wife is
probably
a
warehouse worker, trucker.
drug you are. But what happens when the drugs and money run out?
Robbing.
does the pussy. The pussy run out. She ran with the baby, started fucking and sucking and doing drugs underneath bridges. I know.
Not the crack lady.
Hey, this shit was my cousin
With the baby?
with the baby.
With the baby?
The poor
Unbelievable.
babies.
Babies can't even walk yet. They're terrible at getting crack. They take hours. Hours. Okay.
They're good at breaking it down, though. You put
Toddlers
it in
did
the
like
top,
45 minutes.
flour.
Babies are almost a day. It's ridiculous. What a foolish, selfish woman. She could have left him the baby, you know?
Well, either way, the baby was going to be fucked because they're both meth heads.
Right.
True.
Wait,
So, well,
No, heroin.
yeah.
Heroin.
He
His
wouldn't
name,
be,
which is
he wouldn't be
kind
under
of
the bridge, though.
See, I told you, even before that came up,
Them crack
I
babies
asked
born
you,
on the bridge all the time, man.
Meth head?
well, his crack baby lived under a bridge while his mother sucked and fucked under it.
Wow, man. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What a fucked up life.
Those are not the ropes you want to be shown to you at that age.
So he came home, Mr. Joe, from working at his job at pallet factory, and he sees
That's
drugs were gone. Oh yeah, and his family, everything. She took the kids, she took the drugs, she was gone.
the copper wiring.
The copper pipe. She needed to get more drugs.
The copper wire.
Piss no more.
You know a little bit too
I
much
don't-
info, buddy.
I don't think the baby was drinking crack juice. That's kind of harsh, Sunshine.
Yeah.
Well,
hope
if the baby was breastfeeding,
Well, technically, then it would be crack milk.
Crack milk.
We're
True.
politically correct here, okay?
crack milk, right? White.
We call it crack. Well, so it's gonna be
Milk
called
crack.
instead of breastfeeding.
That's what you call powdered milk.
So instead of breastfeeding, it's crack feeding.
Rock feeding.
Can
That's
he
how you
still
rock the baby to
of
sleep.
the breast milk?
All right, you know what?
That's milky.
We shouldn't make fun of the babies that have to have crack milk because it's not their fault. But we can talk about this fat motherfucker.
I mean, don't they cut that shit with baby formula
Yes,
anyway?
yes,
So,
they do. Yes, they do. And females often locked behind cages because of it. Yeah.
so it's both
Yes.
damning and nutritious.
No.
Well, it's
You get your vitamin A, B, C, and D, calcium, zinc, and coke.
that's not the reason why they do it. But if they had to go to court, I bet they have memorized the labels to where they're gonna be like, well, it has plenty of this and this, this, and this, and this, this, and this, and this. And if I take plenty of it, you know, I'm pretty good.
Excuse me, sir. Did you just take a hit of that in the back? Excuse me, sir. It's
No.
on your nose.
No.
I can see it. It's right there.
Where? Right there?
No, the other side there.
Over here.
Whichever nostril you use to sniff it in. There you go.
I
You
didn't.
got it.
Both of them.
Yeah, that was just a booger. A white
Yeah, well, it's also
Booger.
on your teeth. You missed a spot of it on your gums there. You know, we did this to make sure it was
what?
peeled.
It's on. Okay, yeah, I found it.
That was funny.
So, I mean, what did Joe do next? The only logical thing a fucking coke heroin head could do.
He went and got a steak.
He seek revenge. Revenge. He was the reverse Batman.
A vigilante.
Not for justice. Revenge. So he went around town looking for her in the places where he knew she would get high.
Oh,
Underneath the bridge.
under the fucking bridge. That's what they always said in high school. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, well, the bridge was basically the Skid Row for where he was.
Ah, okay.
Hey there, Mickey!
Yes, my dog's name is Mickey.
Mickey.
Does that get confusing when you give Mickey Mouse praise?
Oh, I forgot he's in your ears.
Does the dog like wag its tail and expect a treat because it did something and like, well, you didn't, but now I feel guilty. That works out well for the dog. That's nice.
No, Papa, you get no screen time, even though she has a dog in her screen. You stay up there. You stay down there.
Oh.
I don't
My
care.
grandmother had a dog like that
Don't
back
fall
in
my
the day.
foot. You're still not getting up.
No screen time for the dog.
No screen time for the dog. Where were we? Oh, we were talking about another dog.
It sounded like preemptive murder intention. That's what it sounded like.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
Just like tiny bit.
So he went under the bridge and he found two homeless men there, living there, I guess, with drugs. Well, another disclaimer: drugs are bad. Okay, don't do
Some
drugs.
of them. Most of them.
Well, if they're labeled a drug and they do good, are they really a drug?
There's a drug industry. Prescriptions are drugs. So,
Listen, don't get me started on Big Pharma. They're here to kill you.
Right, we can use that for a filler day if we need to.
for real. For real.
But we digress again. My man Joe had revenge on his mind, so he went down, found these two homeless men there, and the whole time this big motherfucker's like, "Where's my wife?" They're like, "Motherfucker, we don't know who your wife is."
Did you hear audio? Is that his accent? Is that how he sounds?
No.
That's that Georgia
I was
accent.
looking for the interview. Apparently there was an interview somewhere, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, I can't pick you up. You're too big.
I don't know if that's
I
just the Joe accent.
doing a high, tiny voice like this, but I don't know. That's the case not.
His nickname was Tiny.
Big Smalls.
Maybe that was why, and he had like a stutter.
Yeah, but he was from Baltimore, so he had some type of accent.
He plays it back a lot.
I don't give a rat's ass. From now on, Joe's gonna sound like this on this episode.
That's fine.
You sound like his wife, maybe. One of them. One of his.
Maybe. He only had one wife. You could maybe be one of the victims.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, that makes it so much better. Oh, ese bendito Jodan, I got you.
Now, I just want to say to the victims, I do apologize for the jokes that we are about to crack.
Yes.
It wasn't your fault.
Are the victims listening?
The victims aren't listening, but you never know the other side.
Very true.
However, they never gave the names of the victims because they were sex workers, so that's all they referred to them as. And we just want you guys out there to know that they were more than just sex workers. They were somebody's sisters, daughters, mothers, maybe. They were important people in someone's life. And I'm sure they have a lot of clients that have blue balls. So they were very important.
No longer have blue balls. It's been too long. The blue's been relieved.
You could die from a broken heart. I'm pretty sure they died from broken balls. But
I mean, if you hit it with like a hammer, probably.
Oof.
Right? That hurt already. That hurt me.
It did? I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it.
No.
Say it again.
Yeah.
You know what takes the pain away? BreakRoom Banana Coquito, which Sugarworks Distilleries own.
Another shot.
Turnbull Bay spiced flavored rum.
Oh.
It's the bee's knees.
That means you can dance with it.
Go to the website and grab some. And maybe, just maybe, we'll give you this banana coquito recipe.
Maybe. Es posible.
Notice when I
okay.
drink, you see the logo. You know what that's called?
No. What? Okay, one more.
I'll say it again. And I'll take a shot when I do it again.
Um,
Product placement.
Oh, sí, lo sé.
That's some good coquito. But anyway.
That's the burger voice, not the coquito voice. Don't mix them up, please. I will no longer drink coquito.
Right. This is the coquito voice.
Now you gotta add a little Latin flavor to your voice and your Mickey if you're drinking the coquito.
Mira, yo no quiero hacer eso, okay? There's just some things I don't like to do, and I don't like to make in front of my fellow.
He's not making fun of. Why are you making fun of
right now, bro?
It's okay. I make maybe a little. You know, see, I married Guadalupe.
I just have.
She was in the clink doing 10 years down hall.
I just have to say with this episode, I'm glad I'm vegan.
You're what? Vegan?
How dare you slaughter fucking lettuce?
You wouldn't have had many options.
You're vegan? You don't eat no meat?
Well, she's lesbian, so she doesn't eat no meat all around.
I don't do meat in any sense of the word.
Depends on. Yeah, let's continue. That's
She
not.
doesn't do meat, but as a vegan, ironically, she does nuts.
I don't do nuts either.
You don't eat nuts as a vegan?
I don't eat nuts as an allergy, so no meat, no nuts.
You eat
For
fish?
this vegan lesbo.
You eat fish?
That's crazy.
Once in a while,
Oh, she's lesbian, so she does.
She did say she likes shrimp and tilapia.
So I'm pescatarian because I do shrimp and tilapia.
Yeah, she's
once in a while.
pescatarian.
Yeah, real vegans would try and beat her up, but they're so weak it would just feel like baby kicks.
But I don't do milk, no eggs.
I'm just fucking around with that.
No dairy.
I'm fucking around.
Sounds very healthy.
Very
No, that's cool.
pescatarian.
So back to unhealthy eating and this stupid motherfucker Joe, this fat balloon from Mars, this fucked up fat fuck from hell. What did he do under the bridge, Jason? Please let these people know.
Well, he was asking the homeless men that were doing drugs underneath the bridge and just probably living because you know they're homeless.
Right.
So you go under the bridge to stay dry. So they were just probably living.
Right.
You know, not fucking his wife.
Right.
I mean, they could have been.
They have priorities. They involve mainly crack.
Yeah.
Mainly crack. Mainly crack.
Okay. So his wife's not on the list, is what you're saying. They're not on the list at all.
No. She he didn't care though. After about the third or fourth time they denied it, he walked away and grabbed the fucking axe and came back and bashed their fucking heads and shit in and started chopping them the fuck up.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's insane.
Insane, yeah. What's more insane is that he heard somebody coming.
Uh-oh. That's disgusting.
It was a sex worker. So when he noticed she was coming, he grabbed her from behind and strangled her and did the same shit. Tossed that bitch in a bush. And then another one came. He did the same thing to her. Chopped her the fuck up. Cut off her head, I think. Buried the head.
Just the head.
And started chopping up the things.
This is one evening for this man.
One evening. He said he killed like 8 people in 10 hours. He then seen a fisherman, and he was like, "Oh shit, I don't know if this guy seen me, but maybe he did. Let me go take care of this motherfucker too." So he whacked that motherfucker in the head with a lead pipe, bashed his fucking brains in.
Where is he getting the weapons from? Is where I want to know.
He lived
under
he
the
went
bridge.
to a crack bridge.
There's an axe under the bridge.
Listen,
look.
No, he brought the axe.
Oh.
You can guarantee the homeless people had the iron pipes or whatever else was under there.
You gotta pop that window.
They make weapons out of man.
homeless people, trolls, everything live under that bridge. All right, everything.
Mm-hmm. Rumpelstiltskin was once a person who lived there. I'm surprised he didn't kill him.
The drugs they were doing were too heavy. He got out of there.
Yeah, he was like, I'm out.
Yeah, Rumple don't get.
He'll definitely figure out my name.
Yeah, you can't mix drugs and little girls. That's not a good look. Rumple was out of
there. It's not.
Anyway, we're not talking about the molester Rumpelstiltskin. We're talking about the crazy man Joe Methany. So after all of this,
established that part.
He did, I believe, hide some remains. Like he tied bricks to some of them and threw them in the river. He buried some of them, but he did leave most of them there. He got away. After 7 hours of killing in the same spot, he was like, maybe I should leave because these motherfuckers are going to keep coming. I'm just going to have to keep killing.
And daylight. That's going to make it hard.
Right. I mean, he's under a bridge.
Yeah, but, traffic.
What are you going to see under there? Unless you go under there or walk the trails, you're not going to see shit.
That must be a big-ass fucking bridge there.
Must have been.
You have to be a really nosy person looking to the sides for you to be like trying to see something.
Or a sex worker going to suck some dick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them apparently.
Yeah, it was like it was like a
well known. The cops got a patrol. I mean, maybe not. Never mind. I'm putting too much face somewhere.
I can almost guarantee you that's where they used to go to use the bathroom. That's why there was so much traffic under there.
The fishermen and the two women that were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
He did weigh them down in the river.
Yeah, he threw them in the river? Okay. Mm-hmm. So I was right. He did do. Mm-hmm. And some of them he buried their remains. Mm-hmm. But he left the bitch in the bush.
2 men he chopped up with an axe.
Yep. That was the first 2. Mm-hmm. And he did get arrested for these 2.
Right, but they couldn't prove him guilty.
No, so he did a year and a half for these 2 murders in 94. Where was it? Oh shit! So apparently, before he killed these guys, in 94 he killed a 39-year-old woman who had been convicted for prostitution and buried her body in a shallow grave on the site of the factory where he worked. The body remained there for more than 2 years. He later said that he had strangled her and that he dug up her skeleton 6 months later, put her head in a box, and threw it in the trash. What? But these are some of the.
Why? 2.5 weeks later, he was charged with the murders of the 2 men that he chopped up, and he spent almost 18 months in Baltimore City jail waiting to go to trial.
Yeah, but then they had to let him go because of lack of evidence.
Trial lasted 1 week, and it was thrown out of the court case of lack of evidence. He was free again.
Free again. So you know what this motherfucker did? I'm free. I'm going to open up a fucking side of the road business, baby. I'm going to sell roast beef and pulled pork sandwiches on the side of the road. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn my life around.
Burgers.
But then I did heroin again. And I remembered my fucking slut wife did some fucking heroin and left me with my 4-year-old son. I tried to get him back, and the court said, fuck you, you do heroin too, you bastard. They put my son in foster care. God
no.
Damn it. So you know what I did? I killed me another prostitute.
Right, as one does.
And another and another, and a sister and a brother.
So he went back and he ended up getting a job again with his old boss. He lured 2 more crack whores into his trailer.
Crack women, China. Jeez.
Crack whores. I'm a female. I could call them whores.
Wow. No respect within your own community. That says a lot.
I'm not a crack whore, so it's not my community.
I'm talking about as women. Women in support.
I know.
Supporting.
Yeah. So,
we'll get there, Sunshine. We'll let you know what this prick died from.
Yeah. So he killed them, butchered up their bodies. He cut the meat up and put them in some Tupperware bowls.
Whoa!
And put them in the freezer.
Put them in the freezer.
Holy
Because
shit!
they're reliable. Tupperware was.
I'm gonna save this filet mignon. This filet.
He went ahead
Man,
and
Yon.
Prostitute's name.
he went
Did he
ahead.
separate? Did he separate the white meat from the dark meat?
Yeah, you know he did.
I heard that human leg meat is really good.
Ah, come on.
This thigh right here is for November. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna chew on these nipples. We don't put those in the freezer; they shrivel up.
He probably made some birria tacos with that.
So he buried the remains in two
Turkey.
shallow graves in the
Nipple
woods
jerky.
behind the company.
Ooh.
Nipple
So-
jerky, baby.
Over the
Honey
next
Ray.
week after that is when he went ahead and opened a pit beef stand.
A fit beef?
Pit
Oh,
beef.
pit. Oh.
Yeah, he
pit.
Oh,
sold
pit be like a barbecue pit, right?
Mhm.
It was a roast beef
See,
stand.
he's smart. That's how you're gonna get people in for meat.
And what he was
So-
making, he was
His
making
So
thigh
no.
brisket.
So he had real roast beef and pork sandwiches.
Oh yeah, real tasty.
The human body taste.
That pitmaster style.
So the human body taste, his words, was very similar to pork. If you mix it
Long
together,
time.
no one.
Wilbur
can
tastes a
tell
lot
the
like
difference.
Wilma.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. They
Yeah.
say the pussy tastes like fish, but I say the thigh tastes like a pig.
The,
So I'm
the
glad my
main
mother's not
confusion-
watching. I'm gonna read his
Oh
words.
man.
Everything
Long
was
time.
going pretty good until I ran out of my special meat. So I lured another bitch up to my trailer.
Man with
I got her
wrong
in
with it.
there, started to rip off her clothes, and knocking the hell out of her.
Fatal
that's
attraction.
not man
Oh,
with.
wait. He wasn't knocking the hell out of that pussy like most people do with prostitutes. He was knocking her the fuck out. So those of you who just joined us, we're talking about Joe Methany, the serial killer, who has
Oh,
just
man.
lured another prostitute into his house. So
Well,
he can,
it doesn't say this one was a prostitute.
they're all sex workers.
Oh,
All
were
of them.
they? Oh,
Yeah,
I missed
all
it. I'm sorry. Yeah. So she was screaming, but there was no one around to hear her except me. And I just kept laughing at her.
Ha ha ha! You taste like Wilbur, bitch.
I turned around for a split second, and that was my mistake, for she ran out the door before I could get her.
Oh,
That
wait,
was-
we're jumping the gun. We're jumping the gun. He killed a lot more people before this lady. He was doing it for a few years, if I'm not mistaken.
What?
Yeah, he
Well,
was.
This was right after his 18-month bid where he got released because they couldn't prove that he chopped up those two dudes.
Well,
don't
what I
buy
noticed a lot
street
about his
frozen
story is
bacon.
that people tend to compact it.
That's all I'm saying.
Supposedly, these are his words, what I was reading.
Okay.
Okay, you can keep going, China. It sounded like stuff's going pretty good.
We're waiting.
Sorry. I don't even know where I was. Oh, so she ran out the door before I could get her. There was an 8-foot chain link fence with barbed wire on top of it.
Now, are we
around
talking about Rita Kemper?
Oh man. Rita Kemper, I think, yeah.
Is that the person you're talking about?
There's no name here yet.
What year was it?
This was 96. Hold on. Let me go back. This was 94. He was a truck driver. Blah, blah, blah. He lost his son. Very busy. 5 murders. It was all that same time, so I'm going to say 94-ish. Well, it would be 95 because after 18 months in jail, it's a new year. So maybe 95, 96, depending on.
What I got here is that Methany killed Kimberly Lynn Spicer in mid-November 96 by stabbing her with a knife. He then kidnapped Rita Kemper on December 8th, 96 and attempted to rape her. According to prosecutors, he shared drugs with Kemper in the trailer where he was living at the pallet factory site. She refused to have sex with him and ran out of the trailer. So he chased her, beat her, dragged her back into the trailer, and then pulled her pants and attempted to rape her. Kemper said he had attempted to murder her, saying, "I'm going to kill you and bury you in the woods with the other girls." She escaped through a window of the trailer and fled to police officers in the area. Now, from what I got before this, he killed more than just that because he was operating for a little while. That was just the moment he got killed. So he got. Let me see.
That's insane, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So
if he was operating for a while, that's insane.
I mean, a lot of the stories were saying he was operating for a while, but from what I can see from here, he was killing people for about July, August, September, October, November, for about 4 months. He was killing girls. 5 months because he got caught in December after this Rita Kemper girl.
But he had enough supposedly to store the meat and put it away. So I don't think it would be just one girl. I mean,
no, it wasn't just one girl.
Well, no, it said that last part alone said there were two where he cut up the meat and stuck it in the Tupperware and in the freezer. So
yeah.
That's crazy.
Sunshine, she was doing drugs and sucking dick. Apparently she married somebody and got away from him.
Well, I thought she was sucking drugs and doing dick.
What?
Oh yeah, you're right. She was sucking drugs and doing dick.
That too. Sounds about right.
Well, if you guys are just joining
Hello
us,
in New York City.
We're talking about Joe Methany, the serial killer, and this episode is very, very graphic because of our mouths and the acts of violence Joe Methany did to his victims. But also, we today are sponsored by Sugarworks Turnbull Bay Spice Flavored Rum. Now, we're not just sponsored by this lovely bottle, China, if you would. We are sponsored by Sugarworks as a whole, distillery in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. You guys can go to the website and take a look at some of the stuff that they got there. They got some amazing stuff there. And this is called an ad break, so just bear with us. We're drinking the BreakRoom's own Banana Coquito, made with the Turnbull Bay spiced rum. Now, you can go to the website and you can order these bottles. Last week, we previewed for you the toasted coconut rum. But they do have a series of stuff on there. They got the moonshine. They got the whiskey. They got the cinnamon whiskey. So they got a few different choices for you guys. So make sure you go there to the website and grab something. We'll make sure to put the website in the comment box.
Oh, they got vanilla flavor.
Yeah, they got vanilla flavor.
That looks good.
It does look good.
When we went, I didn't know he was gonna taste the liquor. I would have ate.
That looks really good, bro.
On that.
Well,
Even that color looks like a vanilla-y, if that's even a word.
It looks amazing. But for a limited time, if you buy a bottle of Sugarworks Distillery vodka, whiskey, or moonshine, then you will take a picture, tag us in it, and DM us, and we will send you a Talking Junk shirt.
Oh, word?
What more can you ask for? Buy the bottles, take a picture, send it to us, and get a shirt.
Oh, word? Is there no promo code? No promo code?
No promo code.
No, you just tag us in the...
Very limited time. While supply.
Oh, wow. That's really nice. Hey.
Make sure you click on that link and get you guys some. 21 or older, though, guys. Drink responsibly. But yeah,
I'll try to.
Big
I
old
just like drinking.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't mute my mic again.
Big OTF gamers, you're right. This is very insane. Because from a 5-month span, he killed sex workers, grinded them up into burger meat, and sold it to the public.
So, since there might be some people that came in here, could you guys give us a quick update who he was real quick, where he
Yes.
came from?
He was a sick mofo. That's
Yes,
what he was.
he was a sick motherfucker. And from the pictures I seen, he didn't always weigh 450 pounds.
So he wasn't always just overly ginormous.
He must have gained that from eating all that ass.
Yeah.
That motherfucker looked like a monster.
Word.
Pinocchio. He was huge.
This is the Dahmer nobody talks about.
True. I never hear about him like
That's
that.
because he didn't
Nobody.
eat it. He just sold it. Does it say he ate the stuff he made?
Yes, he ate it because he tried it
okay.
first. That's how he compared it to the pork. He said this tastes just like pork, and if I mix it with the pork, they won't know the difference.
Because that's not the first place that I had heard that. But I guess that makes sense. He doesn't seem like the research
The
type.
second picture is very synonymous with the serial killer, and it was said to be taken in jail and sent to a pen pal or something like that. Yeah, that's the most disturbing picture of him. And I believe that's how he ate ass. With his hands down like that.
He looks like Mr. Creosote
Oh,
from
yeah.
Monty Python.
Could you like close it up? That one side with him is that him with no shirt on?
No, he has.
No, he has a shirt on.
Oh, trust me, you don't want to see him with no shirt on.
It's open though, like the
His
buttons.
stomach looks like the Grand Canyon.
It's literally heavy to look at.
It is.
That's insane.
Why do you think Talon's camera's off?
Right? I can't take that shit. I'm eating a roast beef sandwich.
Are you sure it's roast beef?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I have.
It's
trust in
definitely
this
Rose's beef.
What? I missed that one. I'm sorry. I ate Rose's beef, I guess. Look at that. He's just a big old cuddly, cuddly, little teddy bear.
He looks like Bam Bam Bigelow.
He does look like Bam Bam Bigelow.
He looks a bit like my cousin, Fat Fucker.
That plus crap.
Well, you know, I was just a little child, and I was under a crack whore and a bridge, and you know, I grew up that way.
Look, that's the burger.
Oh,
Where's the burger? Oh, is it delicious?
That's the burger.
People bought that? Why would you buy that?
Zoom it in a little bit. Zoom it in a little bit. Zoom it in. Zoom that in a
Medium
little
rare
bit.
is how I like my human hamburger.
No.
That's medium rare.
That does not even look right.
That's
What
not medium
the
nothing. That's just rare.
Well, I like my meat to blade.
I serve it like I like it. Raw.
Raw. I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it
I
raw.
like it raw.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
I like my meat raw.
Fresh off the juice of
Yeah, but here's my thing.
No.
He fucking sold the fucking patties in his stand on the side of the road, not somewhere where nobody didn't know him,
Come on.
but right in front of the pallet shop where he worked and lived. So people knew this sick motherfucker just was killing fucking bitches, got out of jail, and then started feeding fucking people.
Well,
Why
no, he
would
was
you?
allegedly. He was just in jail on holding on trial, but he was
Yeah, but
found
still,
not guilty.
he did 18 months in jail for.
No, you have to think simple-minded, man. They said
Still.
he's okay.
I'm not buying food from this man.
Look, you don't understand the value of $1 as a warehouse worker, okay?
I will never be vegan.
I got 80 of those burgers for the price
I'm
of
not
one.
gay, but I love the meat.
It's working. It's working for me.
Oh shit, that's nasty.
What?
Disgusting.
Did you say?
I'm pretty sure that's not a burger that he fucking made, but it's disgusting because who eats a burger like
It's
that?
literally just a raw meat patty.
Fuckers want to taste raw
No,
ground.
it's like slightly charred on the edges.
Ugh.
All it looks like you did was stuff ground beef inside my hamburger.
Yo, that's what those fucking plant patties look like, though.
No, it's
Some of them
not.
taste good though.
Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, I'd be cooking them. That's what they look like when you're cooking
Wife,
them
shut up.
beforehand. I'm just saying. It's a big corporation. You don't know where they got all that shit from.
God, stop. You must be a vegan now.
You're
So
not,
before-
though. You said you're a pescatarian.
Well, I'm gonna be a pescatarian with her.
No,
China.
because she's not a pescatarian. She's a puscatarian.
So,
That
did he
too.
bake the bread with like their body as well?
Did he use a ciabatta bread or a Kaiser roll?
Why did
'Cause-
You said it sounded like you said
Ciabatta?
a body bread.
Yeah, ciabatta, whatever. I can't pronounce it. I don't give a fuck.
Ciabatta?
Body.
You can't go ciabatta? Ciabatta?
You know, I'd put a body on pita bread.
On pea bread? Yeah.
Something about a breast on a pita bread just
That looks
seems
like
so
a brioche bun.
Pita bread.
Brioche bun.
Well, like I said. Oh, yes, that's disgusting. But that's what happened when he took a bite of the ass. The blood came out. Yeah. And it didn't matter if the woman was on her period because it was gonna get messy anyway.
Looking like Jabba the Hutt.
He does.
Jabba the Hutt looking ass nigga.
So Methany the Hut. My stomach hurts too, sunshine. My stove too.
So after this chick running, there was a stack of wooden pallets next to the fence, about 10 feet high. That beast scaled those pallets like a monkey and jumped the fence.
That's not a soundboard, people. I do all the sounds myself. That's not a soundboard. Just know that. My wife is shocked right now.
She ran down the main road.
Look at her face. She didn't know that was coming. It's not a soundboard. I'm not just pressing buttons. I'm pressing the vocals.
She ran down a main road where some guy in a pickup truck picked her up and took her to a nearby gas station where they called the cops. Well, I knew the cops were on the way, but I didn't run. I gathered up her clothing, grabbed the keys to the gate, went out and opened it.
I stood my ground like a fat gangster. I'm
What are you
staying
really
there. I
gonna
don't
do,
care
Ron?
if pigs are coming because they all taste like piggies anyway. They gonna come and get me. They gonna come and get me. I'm not going down without a fight, damn it.
He got
As
stuck
soon as
in the
I stepped
door.
out the gate, a cop car pulled up and the cop jumped out, pulled out his gun on me, and told me to get to the ground. And that's where it all came to an end.
Yeah, because
You
he
could have
didn't
the
know I was
worst cop
450 pounds. I couldn't get down to the ground. So it was kind of hard. I had to bend down a little bit. Get that, the cankle.
They took me down and
Can't
booked
really
me.
bend.
She had told them that I was trying to kill her like the rest, which was true. They had me sitting in a little room down by homicide, drilling me and damn near kissing my ass.
It wasn't quite drilling me like I was drilling them.
Let's be
Trying to
honest, it'd be hard not to.
Trying to find out what I had done. They pulled me out of city jail every day for 1 month, taking me back and forth between the company and the bridge.
I didn't give them nothing.
I had them going crazy over at the company, digging up the remains of those 2 bees there.
Ha, these stupid motherfuckers. They would dig up wherever I told them there was a body. But really, I just couldn't remember where I hid my money.
I had their remains buried in 7 different holes. The only thing I feel bad about in any of this is I didn't get to murder the 2 mofos I was really after.
My crackhead wife and her motherfucking lover.
Right. It was their fault, obviously, that those people died.
And that's my ex-old lady and the bastard she hooked up with.
Them motherfuckers.
See, he wasn't going to hurt the baby.
I love my son. I think if they would have made me keep my son, I would never have killed those prostitutes.
Well, that's my story. Horrible but true. So next time you're riding down the road and you happen to see an open pit beef stand
Just
that
remember this story.
that you've never seen before, make sure you think about it. Think about the story before you take a bite of that sandwich.
Or fuck it, just take a bite and then remember and ask yourself, does this taste like pork?
Sometimes you never know who you may be biting into. Ha ha.
Or you could just post up by a college campus and only get drunk on the weekend. You know.
So he confessed to killing 10 victims.
But I was only charged with 2. The first 2 motherfuckers they had evidence for.
That's fucking a trip. You can confess to more, and they're like, yeah, no, we don't have anything on those 8 people. Fuck that. We have these 2, though.
What evidence do you want? How? What evidence is there going to be? He fucking chopped all the evidence up and put it into cheeseburgers and fucking fed it to people. There's no
Wait a minute. He put cheese on it?
Well, I mean, if you want cheese.
I might need a burger now if there's cheese on it.
Well, now you know we got a little bit of that cheese there.
I gotta say, that's a weak line if you're a vegan.
Like breast milk from the prostitutes that was breastfeeding their babies at home, and we make the cheese ourselves. Good old American cheese.
From titties.
Well, yeah. Where does
China? Since you're a vegan, you better be careful because they might put you the black bean burger and throw some human in there. I heard those black bean burgers are good.
Listen, I'm from New York. Most of my life, I was in Brooklyn. The best damn cat and dog, Chinese food I have ever had in my life.
Whoa.
Best Chinese food is in the Bronx.
I don't know about that. I've had Chinese food in the Bronx.
The best everything comes from the Bronx.
From where?
It sounds like somebody that's born from the Bronx might be around here.
I was born in the Bronx too.
There's one on Fordham Road in Valentine, yo, that they make some banging ass Chinese food there, yo.
They do. I've had it there.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. While we're debating
on Fordham and Valentine,
the junkers out there that are watching.
All right, so wait. Instead of debating about Chinese food, cat and dog, let's debate about the best burger you've ever had.
Well, fuck the best burger real quick. I want to know what y'all think about the story of Joe Metheny. Do you think he killed more people and really fed those burgers to people?
Well, do we know where this happened? Where this went down? Like, where was he feeding this to people? Because
Georgia.
Georgia. All right, so he was definitely not in the black part of Georgia because black folk are not gonna fuck with that. They're not that dumb. They would have seen that shit and been like, "That's not right. There's something fucked up about that." He was selling that shit to some poor ass white folk.
Come out.
It was what?
Motherfuckers eat chitlins. They're not gonna think ass tastes good.
First of all, it's all about how you cook the food. They cook food. It doesn't matter if it's like the garbage parts of an animal, something like that. And this history.
He was from Baltimore. Sure his barbecue.
I'm sorry. You showed up was not cooked. If somebody saw that shit and was like, that looks kind of good, you deserve to eat human meat, dumb motherfucker.
Well, Sunshine, if you was following us from the beginning, you would know that Joe, he lost his wife. His wife and him were always drug addicts. One day he came home from his job and his wife and his child were gone. And that he could only do one thing. The only logical thing Billy ass could think. Revenge.
Okay, wait. So I'm looking at another place now. I just want to say. So now they're saying that after spending 1.5 years awaiting trial, jail time clearly did nothing to slow him down. Shortly after being released, he murdered 2 more prostitutes. Though he had a better idea this time of disposing their bodies.
Right.
Now he was murdering people more for sport than for revenge. Instead of tossing them in the river, he brought their bodies home. There he dismembered them and stored the meatiest parts of them in his freezer, burying the unusable parts in a truck lot owned by the pallet company he worked for. Back home, he mixed the prostitute's flesh with a mixture of beef and pork. Not just pork. There was beef in it too. The other story did not tell that part, and that's very important in the mixture of your meat.
Yes, because I was wondering because first of all, I always wondered why they called it a hamburger.
Pork, ham.
Yeah, but I didn't know that people were mixing pork with their beef.
Yeah.
That's weird.
No, really.
So back home, he mixed the prostitute's flesh with a mixture of beef and pork, forming it into neat little patties. Over the next several
That's
weekends,
important too.
Huh?
You know, cleanliness is next to godliness. So if you're a serial killer, of course you got to be neat.
he would sell these little patties out of a small barbecue stand he opens up on the
Actually,
side
not
of the road.
uncommon though. It's not uncommon for serial killers to have some type of neat little.
They have an OCD issue.
Some of them were fucking pigs, like John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, but just because you have OCD doesn't mean you're neat.
Well, yeah.
It's just
They just have a compulsion about
right. Mm-hmm. For weeks, unwitting passerby, truckers, and townies would all consume bits of human flesh, essentially becoming living hiding spots for the bodies of Methany's victims.
Ultimately,
some could argue that the people eating the burgers were victims themselves.
Upon his arrest, Metheny told police that no one had complaint about the meat tasting funny. In fact, no one seemed to notice that his burgers had a little something extra in them.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah, the human body tastes very similar to pork, he said. If you mix it together, no one can tell the difference. Whenever he needed more special meat, he would very simply venture out and find another vagabond.
I bet Gordon Ramsay would beg to differ.
According to his confession, he killed 10 people, though authorities say there's no reason to believe he would have stopped there had he not been arrested. He was finally caught in 1996 when a would-be victim escaped. Eventually, he was found guilty and sentenced to death, which was overturned in 2000.
Yeah, July 24th, the year 2000, it was overturned, and he was given double life sentences.
Right, it was changed to 2 life
sentences.
sentences.
They didn't have enough to kill him with whatever methods they had.
Well,
in 2017,
they wanted him to suffer. So, but
in 2017, they found him dead in his cell.
But there's an investigation going on because they don't know if there was any foul play or anything. So,
He
was found unresponsive in his cell.
Who gives a fuck about foul play? I hope there was. I hope motherfuckers went over there and cut him open.
Fuck how he died. I mean, he deserves to be fucked up, but I mean,
no, fuck him. Fuck him, Jason. Fuck that fat motherfucker.
No, I don't give a fuck.
No respect to him. I hope he's burning in hell.
For the sake of the story, I gotta say there's an investigation because there might be foul play.
Which is bullshit.
During his interrogation, he willingly offered up a confession, the details of each of his murders, even mentioning the murder of the fisherman, which he had gotten away with several years before. He also appeared to show no remorse for what he'd done, apart from one thing.
Which is the true fucking brain fart.
Okay.
It's the true characteristic of a serial killer when you don't show
That's insane, bro. That was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
A real piece of shit.
A real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like my girls here in the background, like, yo, that shit is crazy, bro. Like he did all of that. Like
All right, so I really need to know, where's the best burger you guys have had?
Best burger I had it from Jimmy Utah's down in the city, the west side. I don't know if you heard of Jimmy Utah's before.
Nah, never.
So it's like really high end. It's really expensive. My uncle took me there. It wasn't like exactly a burger. It was like a slider burger. But these shits are like filet mignon slider burgers. These shits were like the best thing. These shits took like White Castle and injected steroids into White Castle and like made that shit like the best.
So
thing.
they were Mondo burgers, dude.
They were like, it was like 4 filet mignon slider burgers that I had, but those are like for me the best burgers I've had and this was like 7 years ago that I had this burger. But that burger I haven't gone back because it's my reservation. You have to do like a month of reservation for you to go there. So and it's like expensive. because
So good,
the sliders itself, that plate itself was $65. I was like, holy shit, for 4 little fucking burgers, and but they were filet mignon. You know what I'm saying? But
Damn.
those were for me the best burgers I had in like in a while. I've had some good burgers after. I've had some good burgers. Like I've ran into some good burger spots,
Well, let
but
me let you know.
those burgers
Well,
for me.
I
top of the
just
line.
tried to bring up the website so we could see a picture of the burgers,
Yeah.
and
Jimmy
the
Utah.
website has expired.
Well,
Dun.
let me tell you a website that has not expired, and it is a place in Connecticut, and it does hold the record for the best burger that I have had in my life. It's called Ted's Restaurant.
I don't know. I don't like it, but it's okay. I've had Ted's, but it's all right.
Had Ted's? No, Ted's is fucking amazing. It's out in on Broad Street in Meriden, Connecticut.
On Broad Street, yeah, I know.
It's fucking amazing. They steam their burgers.
Yeah, steamed. I know.
I've never had a steamed ham.
The cheese is also steamed.
Yeah, everything's steamed in there. Everything's like
steamed
it's like in a box. You take it out like out of a box.
I miss steamed cheese.
It's fucking amazing.
I have not. I'm gonna sound like an asshole, but the best burgers I've ever had have been at my own house. My dad has always made great burgers, and then like growing up, I picked up on it early because that was one of the first things me and my sister learned how to cook. So we got really good at making good burgers, and now typically, like I like the burgers I make. Like they're really good. I make good fucking burgers at work. I make great fucking burgers. Like I just make great burgers. I like my burgers. But if I had to choose somebody else that I can think of offhand, like I can't think of something distinctive. Like I can't think of anything distinctive. Like I think like when I was younger, at least, like when I was still kind of building a palate, you could say, there was this place called Spencer's in Danbury, Connecticut. And they were like this barbecue spot.
Holy shit, I lied.
Huh?
I lied. That was one of the best burgers I had. I just
look at this cheese.
Make you remember another one.
No, this cheese. Let's just stop and admire the cheese. Forget the burger.
Let's get
It's
let's
steamed cheese.
Let's give that melted
as
cheese.
soon as they put the cheese on the burger, it falls all over it.
I bet.
It looks like it's like dripping off the tray. All right,
I'm
sorry.
Off the tray.
I digress.
So there was this place called Spencer's. It was a barbecue restaurant down in Danbury. Well, it was like right where Danbury turned into Brookfield off of Super 7. And it was right when they had opened, and their shit was banging. Like everything on their menu was delicious. I had my first Monte Cristo there. Like their ribs were amazing, but I had this like barbecue Western burger. But on theirs, like they had this house-made barbecue sauce that was delicious, and then they didn't do onion rings; they did like onion straws. So there was like more of it, and they were crispier, and like they didn't
they were like
that.
Curly fries, onion rings.
Kind of, but they were super, super thin. Like it was so crazy. But that is the only burger I can think of that sticks out to me. But since then, I've grown up because I loved burgers growing up. So that's why, like now, I've just learned so much. I like my own burgers, and I think I make a great fucking burger. But if I had to think of the best one from memory, it was that place. But they shut down like well over a decade ago. So like, I don't even think you could even try that shit.
Was there anything extra in your patty?
Sometimes.
What's your special ingredient?
I'll give them my
There's
recipe.
another place though that I had.
Nothing nasty.
We had. I think it's called Mutts on the Green or some shit like that.
Mutts. I'd be worried.
Like a dog. Mutts. Yo, their burgers are fucking good.
Yeah. Did they make you howl? Please.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't howl it, but I feel it.
Kind of like Joe Methany's victims were howling. Oh, wait, you know what I just thought of was even nastier? Did he rape them before he killed them and made them into burgers? So
you know, it doesn't really say that anywhere.
But he tried to rape the last girl. So not only do you have
Stop.
You also have Joe and every other Tom, Dick, and Harry that has been inside of her. So it's
the
pork,
needles of
beef,
the
prostitute, and semen in the
Jesus
burgers
Lord.
that he was feeding to them.
potentially STDs, other diseases.
Well, the STDs got cooked off.
No, not if it's a blood disease, man. Like I don't know if that's how
Not
that
if you
works.
like your burger raw.
Which it looked like how he was serving it. That shit wasn't cooked, bro.
The
That shit
ODB.
looked like a salmon patty.
My stomach is turning.
Looked like a
I
sushi
kind of want a
burger.
burger now. Is that weird?
No.
No, I kind of want one too because like I know where I can get a real one. I'm not like freaked out. I'm not gonna. If anything, I might think McDonald's is using human meat because it doesn't age and nobody knows about how long that shit lasts.
That brings me to something that I heard. I don't remember where the recording came from, and I don't know if you could try to pull it up, China. But there's a recording of somebody that said, "We've been putting children meat into McDonald's burgers and Burger King burgers for years, and we tell you for years that we're doing it, and you don't listen. All the missing kids that are missing are the burgers."
I'm not even looking for that. I'm so sorry. I can't.
Yo, if anybody can find that shit, send it to us because I need to hear this alleged recording because that's hilarious. We've been telling you for years that you're eating your own children. What the fuck? Excuse me? What the fuck? To you, sir. To you.
McDonald's is gonna shut us down for this.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm not even.
You know what? I read an analyst report right now. McDonald's is on the downfall, and it looks like Wingstop is the thing to bet your money on. They're looking like McDonald's in the 1960s, and that's when they fucking
They're
blew up.
okay.
Beef is
They're
down
okay.
5%.
Wingstop is okay.
Look, relax, okay? We're talking about as a franchise. I don't care about your franchises locally. As a company, they're fucking killing that shit, and they're up winning. And chicken in general, up 15%. People ain't fucking with beef. Fuck McDonald's and their fake meat. Get on some chicken, whether it's at Wingstop or somewhere else. You know, eat some pollo.
Now I want a vegan burger fire burger.
So you don't want anything we just were talking about. That's fine.
With extra pickles.
I'm hoping this is where
So
somebody
just chill
has this
pickles.
way. But I
Pickles
found
are-
something, so let's see what it
Ever
is.
seen VeggieTales? Huh?
What?
Is VeggieTales that fucking stupid?
Don't.
Whoa,
Don't.
sir, it's not stupid.
Don't.
Right? It's not stupid.
Is it that super religious cartoon with the vegetables?
Yes,
I would
sir.
say it's super religious, but it's not overly forceful. If you put it on for your kids like that, you force them. But it's enjoyable to a point. Like that new shit after WB got it.
Shared on social media platforms with the claim that
Oh,
he
she
was
sounds very
inside
American, like she
the
knows what she's
McDonald's
talking
meat
about.
factory in Oklahoma City. The
This
post
isn't-
claims that
this
authorities
isn't the one
found
that I
Microsoft Voice?
inside 90% of McDonald's meat factories and horse meat inside 65% of McDonald's meat factories
Okay,
in
wait,
the
pause
USA.
that for 1 second.
Hold on.
Internet
One
Who
second.
said horse meat is bad?
Wait, first of all, they used to serve
I'm just
kangaroo
curious.
meat.
Who,
Like,
McDonald's?
who
Kangaroo
else was
meat?
it? Yeah, somewhere used
I've
to
never
serve.
had that, so is it good?
I guess so if you like those burgers.
Did you just lick your lips?
I want kangaroo ribs.
Ew. On a side note, did you know that you could probably see the ribs because the pouch
have me a
is
joy.
open like fucking cervix? It has the baby and
All I
nurses
heard
the
was
baby all
cervix
inside the
and
sack.
ribs.
The sack is all
I
slimy.
don't know nothing about snacks, honey.
No, the
It's got a
kangaroo
baby
pouch.
basket in the front.
The kangaroo pouch.
Mm-hmm.
They give birth and everything in there because that's
Yes,
like
that's what
essentially
keeps
their fucking
the
cervix.
appetizer, baby.
It's the vagina.
That's where the appetizer baby lives.
Oh, it's
You
disgusting.
just reach in and you get it all warm. It's delicious.
How did we get here?
The keywords human meat found in McDonald's meat factory led us to an article published by The Independent on 9th October 2014. This article says that reports of human meat being found inside a McDonald's
McDonald's.
Oh, fuck her.
I thought we were talking about kangaroos, though. You got a Joey and the Barbie boy. I'm feeling a bit hungry. Oh, no.
What is happening up there?
Where did you guys go? What
I'm
happened?
still here. I see you.
Oh, you do?
Oh.
I thought my camera was off.
I'm right here, right?
You're out of here?
There's no. I was checking something online and I was just looking something up. So there's this invention that they're doing for people who are like moving out of to turn into vegan. So they're taking cauliflower and drying them up real hard and taking tofu and cutting it out like if it's chicken and putting it on, but it's vegan. It's all a vegetable, making it look like they're like chicken wings and stuff like that.
They're trying
So
to make
like,
a bone sensation. Is that what you're
They
doing?
have
like people like their chicken wings with bones, so they're like trying to make with tofu.
they
That
have
sounds a little too hard.
they
It's
have
insane.
buffalo cauliflower in the supermarket. It's supposed to
Yeah,
be like
but
a
this
buffalo
is like
chicken
tofu.
wing.
But this
Yeah,
literally
it's
looks like a
breaded
whole.
and fried.
But China, this looks like a whole chicken wing. So they're doing is like it literally has like a skin and everything. It looks like a chicken wing, but it's like a
See,
bone cauliflower with
but I'm
tofu.
gonna say, can I say this though? I think just real quick because I think that's pretty dumb because most vegans do it to save the animals. Not the reason I do it. I love the animals, but that's not the reason I'm a vegan.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to save the animals, they're not going to want to eat anything that looks animal-like. So.
Well, those are for like certain
people
people
are
still have like
dumb.
those. It's like I think it's like for appetizer foods, like those vegans that miss the appetizer
Some
food. Like
people's values are they just do it to be.
yeah. So like, let's say okay, I don't want to eat meat
Fashion.
no more, so I'm gonna try to have something that looks like meat that thinks
I
I'm.
do it for medical purposes.
I think they do it to stimulate their brain to feel like they're eating meat, but they're not.
That's because they forget what meat tastes like, so it works.
Pretty sure there's a couple of guys out there that give them a taste of meat. Yeah, you see Chance? Chance had to cut off his fucking camera because of that comment.
No. I didn't want to smoke on screen.
We're in the
Well, if
break.
you're gonna talk
We don't got
about
a
it.
guest. You want to smoke, bro? Smoke.
Nah, I'm not. I'm respectful. I know. I
We
follow
had a guest
you.
on Talking Junk after dark last night. He was smoking it up.
Smoking it up. So when do you think we can have our boy, Mr. Rush, back on?
Mr. Clean? Oh.
Well, I don't know.
Mr. Clean.
Pretty busy man. He's
Yeah,
wrestling
pretty
all
busy
over the
man.
place. He got his own podcast. So that would have to be a discussion for another time. But we're pretty busy too. We got a lot coming up on Talking Junk in the break room.
Mm-hmm.
So much so, I'm not telling you what it is. You're just gonna have to wait to find out. Bitch, we love you. I said, bitch.
I said,
Okay.
with that being said, I think that we're fucking well done talking about this psychopath.
Yeah, let's see. Final thoughts on this fat fucking Columbo Lord Jabba the Hutt, just
Cannibalistic
pig,
hippo
worst nightmare.
Flash.
I guess
Jabba
the
the
real
Hutt.
question is, can you believe him?
So my final thoughts are
A little bit.
people eat weird stuff all the time.
People also don't have palates or awareness of food.
Right. So I think if you're gonna do something sick and twisted like that, at least put a disclaimer up and let people do it knowingly.
Are you
What?
kidding me? How
No.
the fuck is he gonna put a disclaimer up? All right, look,
May
Bro.
contain man meat.
he wouldn't have been up more than an hour. There's
So
no
what?
way. He would
So
have got
what?
to sell none of
For
it.
60 minutes.
No
People
way.
listen like
No,
the
nobody
best-
would have bought that. Somebody would have
What do
called
you
the cops on
mean,
him.
man?
It would have been there in a heartbeat. His
Oh,
disclaimer would have read,
Can I
Human
try a
meat.
piece? Can I try a piece?
these
I
burgers
don't want to
The
commit.
best burger
I've never had man meat. I
inside.
don't want to be,
full
something that
disclaimer.
turns me.
It was processed in a facility with nuts,
Who
cashews,
ruined
tree
any
nuts,
Halloween
and it
themed
might
food
have
for me?
little bits of prostitute in it. Just maybe.
Little bit of
Little
prostitute.
bits. Little bitty pieces of prostitute.
Whatever
Now, is
works.
human vegan?
So that means,
Now
so that
it's
means that,
meat.
so that means that, so
Yeah,
that means
but
if
like,
so that
it's
means if like
human
a
though.
Well, it's
female
not animal meat.
It doesn't matter.
If it's an
Well,
evil person, doesn't it get vegan?
I just hope people didn't get hooked on crack after they ate those burgers because it seems like he
Right?
killed a lot of crack
Right.
hoes.
Man, I need more of those fucking burgers. I don't know if there's people in it, but I need something else. There's some kind of
Yeah, it was
seasoning I
probably
can't
you
find.
probably saw
I
people
need
after
some
they
more
took a
of a
bite of the
direct.
burger
Can you
scratching their
just give
neck
me
and shit like
just give
he's
me the
like,
raw patty meat? I need it direct. I'm just gonna drink the patty meat.
Tell me where he's at.
they
Can
gonna
I
be like,
have the drippings?
they gonna be like, hey, they gonna be like, do you have like you
Can I
have
make a gravy?
could you make that double meat for me next time? Double
Hell
meat
yeah,
for
I
me
need a
scratching
double.
their neck.
Can
double
I have a
patty.
double Susie, please?
Can you just give me the meat covered in cheese, please? That's all I really want.
Don't even cover it in cheese. Fry me
You
up
gotta-
the patty.
You
Throw
got a
some
fake
butter in
now.
the
It's fucking
drippings.
delicious.
Make some gravy and pour it on top. I drink it and eat it like that.
Could you make me some Susie fries, please? Extra
I
Got
need
cheese
this
some
on
really
there.
Susie
weird white
cubes.
milk. It comes in
Oh,
shots.
why are we calling her Susie?
I don't know. You called her Susie
I
first.
did.
He's got
Were there
white
any other
meat.
names?
Poor
There weren't
Susie.
other names. Did they ever release any other names of the victims?
They didn't
There's
know
about
their
4
name.
No, there's about 4 names released.
Yeah, but not for the
Okay, what are the
prostitutes.
names?
She
What are the
grinded
names?
up
I'm
with
gonna
the
name 4
burgers.
plates.
No, we're not.
You give
Nope.
me each name, and I'm gonna name a plate for each.
No. We're gonna be disrespectful to the.
We're not
to
doing
that.
that.
We're not gonna.
We're
yeah,
already
we wanna
joking about this whole issue. We're not
Yeah,
going
Yeah,
there.
but I do want to say this though. They did not have the names to the prostitutes he grinded up into burgers. The first couple people that he killed, they had the names for. The homeless guys, the fishermen, those guys.
Okay.
None
Yeah,
of the
no,
prostitutes.
men.
Because
Probably white.
how can you fucking get names to people that were grinded up?
True.
Well,
He
if
didn't,
you
he
admit
didn't
it,
grind up
they
their
were.
ID.
He didn't know who they were. The fuck? He asked for a social security number and a fucking
might
birth certificate. He made them fill out a job application before he
Did
raped
you
them and
make your
killed them.
wife fill out a job application?
He
No.
probably met
Well,
one
obviously
of
he didn't
those
read
girls
the
named
legal
Methany.
documents.
Still
They
13
said-
years, I still don't know her fucking social.
Exactly.
That's on purpose.
I'm just saying. He didn't know these bitches' names.
True.
We're not calling them that because they were innocent victims.
Oh,
We
so
don't know
you
who
can call
are.
them crack
If they're
whores, but
nameless,
not crack
if they're
niggas.
nameless,
First
if they're
of all,
nameless, look,
stop.
I'm just saying
I
this.
read.
They're
There are
nameless
I read.
victims.
I
Nameless
read an
victims.
article. I did not label them crack whores. That's what it said. I was
Yeah.
reading verbatim.
They're nameless people,
I even dropped the B word reading
and
it.
there's a
verbatim, damn
chance
it.
that these people didn't even exist. So
Well, that
who
would really
cares if
suck
I'm
for him
calling
that
the
these people
imaginary
did.
victims bitches?
So
I'm just
wait,
saying.
that would really suck that they didn't exist. That homeboy died in jail for nothing.
The only people that really could have existed were the homeless people, the fucking
there
2
for
prostitutes he chopped up right there and then, and the person that he killed that was fishing. Those are the only victims that can be confirmed. There's no even fucking evidence that he even fed human meat to people.
Okay, but did any of them ever come up missing though, like on a police report or
Who
anything?
the fuck is gonna look for these people?
Who's gonna look? Excuse me, my whore didn't show up tonight.
Right?
No, but you know when
She's
people
supposed to be on
die,
the
when
corner
people die,
from
when
3 to
people die,
7, and that bitch didn't show up for her shit.
yeah,
My
but
side girl Susie didn't show up, so I had to settle for Betsy.
Yo, a pimp gives a fuck. All right, so these were definitely long rogue workers in that regard, because you don't just get a pimp's girl and just abscond with his property. That's how he thinks of it. He's coming for that ass.
Yeah,
But
but
okay, wait,
he's not
hold
gonna
on.
go to the fucking police and file a missing report.
Crack
No, he's gonna
whores
put
and
a good cap
prostitutes
in
are
that
on two
fat
different
ass.
levels.
Mm-hmm.
A crack whore doesn't have a pimp. A
They
prostitute
can. They
does.
can.
It,
They can.
well,
And
she can turn into a crack whore
Yeah.
from a
Well,
No, I mean, like, you can control your
I
voice
get
and
it.
crap like
either
that. You know
way,
what I
she's
mean?
going
Like,
home to daddy
but
crack
I
Listen,
back.
think this
whore
is just
lives
talking about
matter.
where he was.
All
I
right,
think
I'm
he was
done.
in a very.
'Cause
Y'all
I
kind
feel
of
like I'm
crazy.
violating somebody's
All right, so
child. and I feel bad.
I'm gonna get my
Aw.
final I'm gonna
Just
get my final thoughts on this real quick.
Okay.
So, you know, like when you like, you know, this story is a really horrible story of this really horrible person. But you know, people we like you see us, we're intrigued by it because we want to know what it takes behind to do all of these
I
horrific
thought
things.
you
Like
said what it tastes like.
no, what it takes. No, because we're so
it,
Like
interested
pork.
it
because
tastes like pork, apparently.
Yeah,
no,
like
yeah, no, like, but we're so interested. No, but what it, but we're, no, but on a serious note though. But going like we're so intrigued of like what it goes behind the mind to do all these horrific things. Like you feel me? Like how sick or how psychotic your thinking must be for you to like literally take and chop somebody's head off and grind them up and do that. You feel me? Because that's a long process, and we're talking
Okay,
about the
wait.
human body
How
has a lot
sick
of
is
blood.
your mind about them being grinded up? Because nowhere did it say they were grinded up. They were cut up.
well, if he was
No, no,
making
no. Okay, they
burgers,
were
He
cut
has
up.
to
No, I'm not
grind the
saying
meat
grind it
out
up,
of
but
the
like
kind of
meat.
a
however he
process.
did it,
Cut it up.
however he
I'm
did
just
it, however like but like you know the thinking of this, just going through the process of doing all of that. You feel me? Like the
Did
human
you
body
say?
has a
Did
lot
you
of
say
blood. You
going
feel
through
me?
the crotches?
No, the process.
Because he did go through the crotches. There's
Yeah, of
only
course.
one. Did he?
But
Did he
you know,
bury those parts? Were
it's
those the
it
parts he
really
deemed
It
unusable?
depends on how meaty they were. It says the meatier parts he kept.
Ew.
That would be a daily special.
Labia burgers.
can I finish the final thought?
Yeah.
So
That's a roast beef sandwich for real.
okay, so like but going back to it, like it's like it's crazy
You don't have to shut off your camera to laugh at the roast beef sandwiches. Those are real roast beef sandwiches.
I just ate one of those, guys.
Chance, where'd you go? I couldn't resist the labia sandwiches. I couldn't resist.
You knew we were gonna do this episode.
Ugh. I don't regret the roast beef I had.
I didn't even eat roast beef when I did eat meat. So
Chance, where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Was the labia sandwiches too raw for you? I understand.
No, it wasn't
Cover it with some
raw.
cheese, and it won't be so raw.
No, but not cheese. I'm just saying maybe barbecue sauce or something like that, or Worcestershire sauce, whatever it is.
Or Arby's sauce.
Now we know why Arby's got the meat. They're labia sandwiches.
Yeah.
Hey, they're fucking delicious. Pussy is great. So continue, please, Chance.
Not if it's roast beef.
Okay, but giving my final thoughts on if I'm not interrupted again, um, it's crazy how like how far the human mind could go to do these sick and horrendous things. You know what I'm saying? As a regular person, like I wouldn't go to that extent to like cause so much harm and like evil. You feel me? And just like make it a repetitive action of you keep doing it. So
but
like
what if your baby mama upped and took your child?
yeah, but there's other ways to. But I wouldn't directly go ahead and
But you
and
can't say
chop
you
her
wouldn't
up
do
and
that
do some
because you're
shit
not
like
doing
that.
you're not doing heroin, so you don't know what you would do.
I'm not doing drugs or anything like. I'm not doing no serious drugs like that. For me to like for like my brain to probably get those liquids into my brain for me to like go get to that psychotic moment. You know, like I would be pissed and probably I would probably want to beat the shit out of the dude and maybe and they'll probably go overboard, but I wouldn't go to the extent that me killing her or some shit like that. I know myself to an extent that I wouldn't kill somebody unless I was in fear for my life or my family's life. Because at the end of the day, if it comes down to it, it's gonna be me and you. It's gonna be you, not me. That's plain and simple. Anybody fear for their life? If you're in fear for your life, if you're in fear for your life, like you're about to die, the other person's gonna go, and that's plain and simple like that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna bet on yourself all the way, even if you do die. So
yeah, but my thing is, how can you even believe a man that sick? How do you know the
no, I'm
story
not saying
even
I
went down
believe
that
it.
way?
Yeah,
Well,
but
How
why
do you
does
know
he
his
say
wife didn't just leave him? He went down to score some fucking crack, coke, or heroin, whatever he was trying to get. Maybe smoke it with the two homeless motherfuckers. And he snapped. He killed them, seen everybody else, killed them motherfuckers, and just went to jail, beat it, and started nothing.
yeah,
Well, see,
that's what I'm
like,
saying. But you
he's
see,
a
that's the thing.
huge
You
guy.
see how this is where we go back to that justice system subject. You see how easy how he was able to get away with just doing like a year or 18 months of time. Let's say if that was a person like me or you that were to say, "Hey, I chopped up somebody, this and that," we wouldn't serve 18 months of time and just be out.
Hell no, you're right. I wouldn't serve 18 months of time and be out because I ain't telling nobody I chopped up a body.
Not only
Look at that
that,
little-
but if you're that good and they listen, if it doesn't fit, you must quit.
Yeah, that's why like I saw this I just finished watching this movie based on like shit like that with the law, like how it works and shit. And it's fucking crazy how like literally somebody could go ahead and take control of somebody's life so easy, so simple. And it blows me away how people can actually really do that if they put their minds to it. It takes a real piece of shit to do that. You know what I'm saying? For you to
It blows my mind how OJ's son did it. But what were we saying?
oh man. That breakroom coquito kicking in. I told you it was gonna kick in.
Nah, I mean, she said if the glove don't fit, it must have quit. The glove ain't fit because it was my
Tyler, are you frozen?
I should.
Yeah, you are.
You are.
That's his screensaver. That's his screensaver.
That shit is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
Welcome to my
I love taking the screenshot when he freezes because it looks mad funny because he has like a real serious face. Like he looks high as fuck. Like just straight right there. Like
I really don't think he did all of that. Honestly.
I really think he did. Like if I really like not all of maybe not all of it, maybe the over
Did
exaggerated
any of
part.
the reports even say that they found the ass in his refrigerator like they did with Dahmer?
No, because
Dahmer had that ass in the fridge.
I think he killed the lady. That he went back and got her head and put her head in the box and then buried it. And that was like the last thing he did in that book.
But yeah, those are my final thoughts on that.
His complete murder. Like, let me take her head. I was gonna cook it. No, let me change my mind. I bury it. Nothing.
But yeah, but you guys, I gotta go. I gotta go take care of some stuff with my girl.
You gotta go back to work. I understand.
Yeah. So I'll hit you guys on the chat.
All right, bro.
All right,
Good
to all
night.
the junkers,
Thanks
good
for
night. Have
joining
a good
us.
night. It was good being on tonight.
Until next week. Later, chance. Well, now, what do you think, Frozen Talon? Talon is super frozen now.
So I think.
What the fuck? How did that happen? Like,
What?
how did you just Undertaker a frozen screen?
Yeah.
So I think I'm literally ordering. I don't know if you guys could hear me before. I'm ordering a burger and fries right now.
Oh my god.
Don't
So
feel
what do
bad,
I think?
after this, we're about to go to fucking Checkers and do the same thing.
I think
No, I'm
that
lying. We got fucking shrimp on stove. I don't want Checkers.
I think it's entirely possible that he may have done some of these things. I don't know if he actually went through the trouble of selling meat to people.
Tyler said he was frozen off the roast beef sandwich.
The roast beef wasn't enough. Now he ordered a burger.
Hey, that was earlier in the day. I'm just saying, it was a small one. It was one of those sliders. Like it was
Oh,
a.
I thought it was when you paused it that you were eating it.
No, he had the labia slider earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, the lovable slider. Anyway, my final thoughts is that I think that this dude is large enough, and his size and stature. The fact that
Yeah, but when he got arrested, he wasn't 450 pounds.
Yeah, but if he got to how large he was still always a large person. Like, it's not likely that he was like a small, lanky dude and then he just ballooned to being fucking kingpin size. Like, he was already a large person and got super fat. Whether or not it was muscular, he was large naturally. So the fact that
there's no
he got
Joe's Burgers.
bodies that got chopped up or whatever, I'm not going to say that he necessarily did, but why would he need to lie unless his life was so shitty that being in prison would literally just be better? Because when you're in prison, guess what? You get health care. They don't really talk about that, but you kind of get health care.
And also maybe
free cable, free
he
meal.
also probably couldn't live with the fact that his wife left. What if his wife really wanted to clean her life up and didn't want that kind of life for her son? So she left and got her shit cleaned up and found a man that was willing to help her through all of that. Maybe he didn't want to see any of that. He needed to go to jail. You know what I mean?
The man's life is really a lot of. There's not a whole lot of collaboration. There's a lot of like stories that add different details and don't necessarily corroborate with everyone. So it makes you kind of wonder. But the man did end up in prison for some reason. And he does look like he was somebody that could have done it. Like he doesn't seem like he wasn't.
He did murder a couple people.
Right, so
it looks like he ate a couple of people too.
I mean, like I wouldn't say.
I don't think he did that though. Like fed burgers to people with people.
But see, like I think in Georgia, if you're in a really poor, dilapidated time, you ever seen or heard of the movie called Gummo?
No.
Okay, go check that shit out real quick. Just check out a clip or a trailer of it, and if he's selling anywhere near some type of place like that, motherfuckers will buy that burger. Promise.
I'm not gonna lie. I love street food. I probably would have bought.
So do I, but not like the only street
like,
food.
how would you have known?
I would have known. There would have been a fingernail or something in that shit.
It's like, oh, listen.
It wouldn't have been a fingernail because that's not a meaty part.
Oh yeah.
On pubic hair. That's.
Yeah, exactly. Why is there pubes in my labia sandwich?
People pubes and jelly.
I thought this was a Brazilian.
Not in that neck of the woods, sir.
So, if anything, what did you think there, Jason? What did you think, sir?
I think I'm hungry now.
I kind of like. I want a burger because there's good burger places like there. I want a good burger.
I think you guys should definitely go buy some Turnbull spiced rum from Sugarworks Distillery.
Oh,
it's
That
pretty
rum
damn
is
good.
so good, it'll make you believe you're only eating beef.
Where's the beef?
What?
Labia sandwiches.
I never believed that.
It won't make you believe you're eating some nasty shit, but it will make you believe you're drinking quality rum because you are. So go and get you some. Maybe you get a free shirt. Send us a picture.
Oh, maybe.
Limited time while supplies last. You know, these shirts, they go like hotcakes.
That's right. Like hotcakes in a diner where they're loving to all races, not the racist ones.
Matter of fact, we have some new ones coming out. I am trying to get the orders together. Just gotta wait till the manufacturer has the shirts in stock. So we'll do these again, except with the black background and the red sleeves.
Oh, okay.
And if you guys would shut your cameras off for a second. will also have this picture on. You guys can turn it back on. On one of these shirts, gray backing instead of the white, and the navy blue sleeves. So be on the lookout for that as well.
All right, I'm gonna start doing some push-ups so we can advertise.
Well, you can have a pink, okay? They do pink. We might be able to do custom colors for an extra fee.
No custom
For an extra fee. There's extra
just for
fee
me.
for custom
Just
colors.
me. Just me.
If we could have had Joe Methany up here, it would have been a tasting junk episode.
A tasting junk? No, because we're in the break room, so.
Well, we would have had some good sliders.
The only tasting that happens in the break room is the tasting of Sugar Works liquor, sir.
Really?
Really. Be sure to get you a bottle.
I actually have a container of some water here.
Yeah, the container we made of banana coquitos been done since the first half hour of the Joe Methany show.
Yeah.
Oh, the Joe Methany show.
I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It hasn't been a real good time talking about this guy. It's been a roller coaster of a ride, a roller coaster that I am glad to get off of. So we want to thank you guys for joining us this week on the sick ass episode, and we will be back on Friday, starting with another crazy interview for you as always. We had 2 interviews for you this week. We interviewed Money Mike, president of Street Perfections Auto Club out in Long Island, New York. And we also, talking junk after dark, we spoke to the host of What's the Word podcast, Mel the Blind Fury Ramos. So we've been pretty busy for you guys. We got Norman Plotkin coming on the show on Friday for Talking Junk. He's going to talk about mind hacks with hypnotherapy. So we got another hypnotherapist coming on for you guys. Maybe we can get him onto the break room and hypnotize a couple people again. Who knows?
Well, attempt because I'm not doing a fucking silhouette challenge, and that's just fucking dead anyway. But I ain't doing it.
Yeah, and when you rub your head, I don't smile. So.
Mm-hmm. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Looks like
I don't know. Maybe it works. So we'll see if he can hypnotize this shit to stop.
Whenever he rubs his head, man, I just smile. That shit just gets me.
It gets me every time. Every time. It touches me here, and there.
I did not.
Are you cheating?
Sorry, that was the sacred.
Look, I said it before, so I must again.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
I'll do what I want, baby.
Good night, guys. This was a sick episode.
It was a sick episode. I'm gonna need to stay in the break room for a little while after this episode. I need to unwind. So with that being said, Junkers, thank you for stopping by the break room again. Have a great weekend. Remember,
watch your beef
on Friday. Don't eat no burgers off the side of the road, and stay away from them labia sandwiches. Yeah. Good night.
But talk to your significant other's junk. Very close, like whispers, like really, really, really closely.
Did he have coquitos?
No, I don't. Did you have some Turnbull spice from Sugar Works Distillery?
No.
Well, you could have fooled me there, sir. But remember, go to sugarworksdistillery.com and order up those bottles, everyone.
Good night, guys.
Good night from the break room. Signing off.
Buenas